I think that both countries recognize that a complete decoupling is not possible. Our economies are too much intertwined. I am not an economics expert, so I can't comment in detail, but I don't think that any expert or any government official denies that this trade relationship or economic relationship is one that can be ignored or destroyed in any way. Not only our economies depend on it, but the world economies. I think many people have said there is no more important relationship this century than the US-China relationship. That, of course, includes the economy. There are many different facets to it. You mentioned the TPP, and then it's the aftermath of it. That's the TPP is something that AJC supported very strongly. I know that I wrote several op-eds before the TPP, after the US withdrew from the TPP, voicing how important it was and our strong support for it. Of course, it still exists now without the United States. There is room for the United States to rejoin, perhaps with some differences from what it was before, and that's something that we would still strongly support. Further to your question about American influence versus Chinese influence, the United States has long had a presence in the Asia-Pacific region, and its presence has allowed many countries to grow and thrive. And I don't know that the Chinese would deny that some of the stability that has been enjoyed in the Asia Pacific is not due to the US presence. You're from Shanghai, so you know what the Jewish history there is, which is a very positive, one of the few positive stories from World War II, where some 20,000 European Jews were saved during the Holocaust in Shanghai. There are also other Jewish communities and Jewish history in China, in Harbin and in Kaifeng. There's a small Jewish community. So there are many shared values that we have, family, education. There are a lot of things that tie us, and I think that tie us together. And I think that the relationship between Jews and between Chinese has been and continues to be extremely positive. And I see that here in the United States with our relationships with Chinese Americans, that there are a lot of very, very strong ties.